If letting go of clutter and of your things is a struggle, then this is a video that is just for you. Hello, Decluttering Club. Sarah Mueller here. I am outside on my porch. I thought this is the perfect place to have this discussion with you all today and to talk about this because it is so beautiful. It's ridiculously gorgeous outside today, and I hope that it is gorgeous where you are, and I hope that that you're having amazing weather. This is not typical weather for November. So what is going on? I don't know, but I'm not complaining, and I'm going to take it. And so today we're going to talk about why it's hard to let go sometimes in certain circumstances. And there's an exercise that you can do that's going to change everything. Okay, completely change your attitude. All right. So that is the plan for today. And let me know if you can hear me and you can see me, and tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm super curious. Is it beautiful outside today in your neck of the woods, the way it is in mine? I hope so. So many people, and there's lots of reasons. Okay, let me just preface this whole discussion by letting you know there are so many reasons that people hang on to things, right? There's a million reasons, but today I want to talk about when you are hanging on because you're afraid. Okay, so many times, so often we hang on to things because we are afraid to let go. Anybody afraid? I might need that. I might want that. Someone else might need that. I don't know if I can do without it. I might feel regret later. That's a big one, right? I might regret it. I could get rid of it, but I might regret it, right? All of these things are based in fear. Okay, we are afraid. We're hanging on because we are afraid, not because we're using the thing, not even because we really like the thing, but just because we are afraid to let go. And so if you are hanging on to some things because of fear, right, and however it shows up, this is what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to set that all aside. All right, okay, we're gonna this question of I'm afraid to let this go. I just want you to kind of put it away. Just like imagine yourself setting it down, and I want you to shift your focus. And I want you to spend 5 minutes. Right? Ideally, you do this with a paper and a pencil, but you spend 5 minutes and you just think of all the things that you're grateful for. What are you grateful for? Okay, and you write them down. I've heard this named like gratitude spam. You want to spam your brain with gratitude. I am grateful for the weather. That's why I'm outside. Because I'm telling you, if the sun is shining, like it doesn't matter what's going on in my day. Because I'm like, the sun is shining. What more do I need? It puts me in such a state of gratitude and gratefulness. So write down all the things you're grateful for. You're grateful for the weather. You're grateful for, for your cats. You're grateful for your house. You're grateful for your family. Even if maybe they drive you crazy at times, you're probably still grateful for them. And you can remember that and be in that place. Maybe you're grateful for the fact that you have a job or you have income. Grateful for your loved ones. Grateful for, the roof over your head and the running water, right? So it could be little things, and not that those are little things, but those are things we don't tend to think of. Right? We sort of feel like, oh, gratitude and gratefulness is for Thanksgiving. I'm going to save that for November, the third Thursday or whatever it is, right? It's not for every day. Well, it totally is for every day. And hopefully you guys can still hear me. It is for every day, and it's for the little things. Like I'm grateful that I have hot water, and it's for the big things. Grateful for, the love of your life or whoever, okay? And you write it all down, okay? And when you do this, something changes in your brain and in your body. Something literally changes because you cannot be in this state of gratitude and thankfulness, right? Which is really like love, right? At the end of the day, it's just love. You cannot be washing yourself in love and gratitude and also consumed with fear. Okay, they can't happen at the same time. Now you might go back and forth, but it really, really just puts everything into perspective, right? In a really powerful way. Everything gets into perspective. And, you think, what if I need that old, what if I need that white shirt? I might want to wear it. And you'd be like, listen, it's totally fine. Got running water, sun is shining, love my family most of the time. Who cares about the shirt? Right? And it puts it all in perspective in a really, really powerful way. Now, the opposite can happen too, right? If we spend our time fixating and thinking on the negative, then we forget all the things we're grateful for. And then all the what ifs come up. And it is, and then we go down that trail, and then things get worse and worse and worse. And all of a sudden we're thinking, like, this is actually a total disaster. My life is a complete disaster, right? And we forget all the good things, right? So you can fixate on the negative and on the unhappy and on the unpleasant and the what ifs, or you can fixate on the positive and the love and the gratitude. I'm not saying you don't prepare. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you just go on about your life never thinking about what if I need this, right? You do want to do that, but you don't want it to consume you, and you want to keep it in perspective. Our brains are designed to look out for the danger and for the exception to the rule, right? Like if everything is just, you're going about your business and life is great, like your brain doesn't have to react in that case. But it could be life or death, especially back in the day, a couple thousand years ago. It was important that you were attuned to danger, because you were going to die if you were not looking out for danger. So we are primed to look out for, for the what ifs. We're automatically, like, we have a bias towards that. We have a negativity bias. So we have to overcorrect towards the positive. Right? And it might be like, well, why are you like, I can't spend all my time thinking about positive. But the truth is that most of us probably spend most of our time at least 50-50, and it could be more like, 80% negative, 20% positive, or even more so. So we have to overcorrect to get back to center, to get back to neutral, right? Does that make sense? So again, when you are experiencing gratitude, when you're experiencing love and gratefulness, then there's no time, there's no space in your head for all of the what ifs and all of the regrets and all of the, oh my gosh, I don't know, right? Like it all goes away, and your blood pressure comes down, and you can relax. And then, like, literally, like, imagine when you are worried, you're hanging on to things, right? You're just hanging on to them really tight. It's like, don't rip these things out of my hand, right? But then when you go to the place of love and gratitude, you just relax, open your hands, you can let something go and pass it on. Maybe it goes to someone else who needs it. Maybe nobody needs it, and that's okay too, right? But you can just relax your grip, like literally and figuratively, and you can let go. And then when you let go, most of the time, you will discover that it's totally fine, and you're not wishing it were different. And life is actually better because you have let go, right? When we are trying to hang on so tightly, like we can never hang on tightly enough. You can never get to the place where you're safe if that's all you're worried about. But if you realize everything is fine, I have food to eat, I have a roof over my head, and I'm going to feel all my feelings, like I don't really need anything. At that point, there's really very, very little that you actually need. And if you don't need it, then you can let it go, right? What do you think? So that is my challenge for you today. I encourage you, and we're doing this all month long inside the membership. Our members are doing an Attitude of Gratitude challenge. So members, want you to be filling out that form. I want you to be looking for something every single day to be grateful for. Morgan is leading that challenge in the membership group. But if you're not in the membership, just spend a little time, and challenge yourself. Can you come up with 20 things? Can you come up with 50? Could you come up with 50 things that you are grateful for? Write it down and just spend a little time in that place. I promise you, it is time exceptionally well spent, and you will be better off for it. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Get some sun if you can, Sun is always a good thing. And I'll catch you later. All right, everyone, take care.